The next matchup, of course, scheduled would be Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens, building up as a grudge match between two former friends, as Kevin Owens believes he's justified in his attacks on Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton because of their betrayal of Kevin Owens by teaming up with the Bloodline, or Randy Orton's case, by laying his hands on Kevin Owens. But it was really out of self-defense and really just a way of protecting himself after Kevin Owens elbowed the Viper there. The matchup, of course, again, another personal feud. So not unlike the Bronson Reed versus Seth Rollins matchup, very much a bitter rivalry. So I don't see how you can just have a straight up one-on-one contest and expect it to be squeaky clean. You know, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton and Kevin Owens would not even have the match take place. In fact, it was a no contest. The matchup never happened, and it would spin out of control by having all the WWE officials, whether it was guys like Kenny Dykstra, Shane Helms, Sean Daivari, all former names of the past, even when you have Kevin Owens laying his hands on the official, giving him a good old stunner, and then you have Randy Orton RKOing Adam Pearce, and what I really liked is that Nick Aldis slides out of the ring, because we know there's history there as well. He had, Randy Orton had RKO'd Nick Aldis in the past, had to pay a fine, and even overpaid because he had said this one's for next time. So little details like that I really enjoy. It rewards audience members who keep up to date with the product and the storylines, but just the level of chaos is what I want from a feud like this. This is a feud that is predicated on chaos. Kevin Owens had attacked Cody Rhodes off air, off screen, leading to many fans having their cell phones out and recording what had happened. No WWE production team, no video, no footage by the WWE had captured that attack. It was all fan footage. So this level of chaos and just unexpectedness when it comes to this feud is a breath of fresh air, rather. So having it end in a no contest, while watching it, I did mention that it makes sense. It makes sense that these two are in a bitter feud. They're not going to have a straight up matchup, but it does kind of suck for the live audience who had paid tickets to see this matchup, or I don't know what was their hype levels in regards to Orton versus Owens, but for it to just be a no contest, yeah, it kind of takes a little bit of the air out of the the room. But at least they gave him a moment here. Kevin Owens delivering a huge elbow drop on the outside, putting Randy Orton out. We'll see if that has any long-term ramifications when it comes to that story. I think it all leads to Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes. And I think it's probably going to happen at Saturday night's main event. But we still have to see a definitive matchup between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. And a quick little detail about Kevin Owens that I really like. If you pay attention as I'm scratching my nose, he would attack Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, but the common theme here is the wardrobe, the t-shirts that Kevin Owens is wearing. When he attacks Cody Rhodes, when he's talking about the attacks on Cody Rhodes, he's donning a t-shirt that is that of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. In this matchup, he had a t-shirt that was Cowboy Bob Orton, both legendary figures in professional wrestling and legendary father figures for Cody and Randy Orton. If you want to look into it, because especially with today's, the climate of professional wrestling in WWE, everything is happening for a reason. Kevin Owens has great respect for these two individuals, I think, as wrestlers. He has respect for their families. He has respect for the business. So it's a way of him respecting and honoring Cowboy Bob and Dusty, but also I think it might be another way of him trying to show them, like, hey, I don't think your dad, for both individual, would be approving of what you're doing and how you're treating me. Almost like a self-righteousness, a self-justification when it comes to Kevin Owens. And Kevin Owens is one of those guys who is very knowledgeable about the ongoing product. He, in his promos at least, he talks about logical stuff. I remember there was an instant earlier this year where it was him and Cody Rhodes. I believe they were facing Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. And he comes out to defend Cody Rhodes, and he basically just jumps the gun and says, hey, this is the part where we attack you. We got a tag team match scheduled. let's just go ahead and get a referee out here and let's just handle business. Like he follows the script here. He knows the way professional wrestling works. So we'll see how that handles itself on Friday Night SmackDown. What happens with Randy Orton because he did attack a GM, and what happens to Kevin Owens because he did attack an official. So you can expect some kind of fine, some kind of suspension for both of those guys as a way to kind of put that rivalry on pause and extend it over time.